The nightmare. Just turn on Minecraft. Okay.
I see someone say in the chat room, I wonder why do we have a long break before this lesson？ 係啊，P， 因為本身係 P 咧，P 堂嚟嘅，咁就將佢咁就冇咗，所以中間就冇咗個堂時間咯。不過我睇你寧願上課，相等瞓早上課，咁我可以早啲放 lunch。1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Twenty-six.
Một喺度，2喺度，13唔見，14唔見，15。
While we are waiting for
16唔見，17、18、19、20。
Chapter 6. We will finish Chapter 6 today.
21、22、23、24、25、26、27、28、29。我去到31度呀。好，中期亨到了，我幾個好似點唔到啊，唔肯定啊。湯紀賢、周子俊、張子俊喺咪度
？Okay.
有冇
？Bob is here.
湯紀賢、周子俊、張子俊喺咪度
？Okay. Bob
中
is here.
期亨個 cam is broken。咦？
首先
林楚生你個
上堂之前咧講少少就係咧我琴日已經send 咗出嚟㗎啦，咁就係嗰個成績表。
想問大家有冇帶書翻嚟嘅？
成績表咧，嗰咧就係嗰個 mark summary 啊嘛。
個正亨
咁就咧，大家應該
好似嗰啲人化妝要噴翻啲嘢定型咁樣去。上鏡係覺得而家自己開個 caption 嘅。阿葉志賢嗰個相都唔知邊個嚟嘅，
咁就
可以轉翻
老師應該有派啲紙仔俾大家。
唔係咁靚仔，
咁你就對翻個紙，
你個樣靚仔啲轉翻。
嗰張 summary 嗰個分係
好
叫佢對清楚，因為呢個分係會直接 print 喺個 report card 嗰度啦。好啦，若果有問題嘅話， 就喺今日之前啦，陣間下晝仲要上堂噶嘛，咁就上完堂之前咧，咁就大約4點鐘之前啦，咁就揾我或者揾黃老師啦，咁就去講呢件事嘅。咁如果冇人講嘅話咧，即係冇人，即係你冇同我哋講嘅話，咁就當嗰張紙係 OK 咧。咁你就要簽翻嗰張紙後邊應該有2個 page 噶嘛 ，second page 咧應該後邊有得簽名嘅，咁簽翻個名，然後咧咁就將嗰份嘢咧咁就 upload 上去 Google Classroom 嗰度。咁我 Google Classroom 開咗一個 assignment 嘅，咁你就好似當平時功課咁樣，咁 upload 你嗰個簽名咯，嗰個 page 1 page 2啦，嗰個成個 PDF 咁樣咧，咁 upload 翻俾我，有冇問題？咁你有問題嘅，即係如果你分數有問題嘅話咧，你今日4點前就好揾我啦，或者揾黃老師。咁如果冇問題嘅話咧，咁記住聽日之前咧，咁就要一定要咧就簽好，然後交上 Google Classroom。OK， 好，呢個第一。好，跟住有冇問題呢度？好，有問題嘅話再個別揾我啊。OK， if no questions, and then what if I don't hand in? No, you have to hand in. You have to hand in. I'll ask you to sign. So you have to verify that this is correct. Yeah, but what if I don't? No what if this time. No what if. Yeah, what if you didn't hand in, and then I will find you individually to hand in. Okay. All right. Any other questions? If no, and then we'll go to the yeah, how do I sign it? 係sorry，仲有一樣嘢啱你同我問嘅。如果記住啱 correct 嘅，咁你先咧簽俾我啦，即係簽個名，然後就 upload 上 Google Classroom 俾我啦。咁如果唔啱嘅話咧，咁就唔好簽住。咁唔啱嘅話咧，我哋會幫你做咗個 correction 先。咁我哋幫你改咗個分咧，之後應該佢會再有個。將多樣再個俾你，咁我再 confirm 大家。但係如果啱嗰啲嘅記住 send 咗個簽名俾我。OK， 有冇其他問題？好，冇嘅話咧，咁我哋開始啦。So we take out chapter 6. So let me share my screen, but beforehand, please wait a moment. So let me fix the iPad thing. Oops. A moment. All right, this is chapter 6, correct? All right. Wait a moment. A moment. Oops. All right. Okay. Oops. What happened here? Okay, good. Let me share my screen. Oops. No. Okay, let's go to page 20. So this is what we have learned yesterday. That is find the expected value when the probability of some events are given. So here, let me use one very easy example to show you. Let's say here we for here example 14. Oops. Example 14 here. Oops. Example 14 here, and then we know that when we answer the questions correctly, we will get 2 marks, and then if it is wrong, 1 mark will be deducted, and then no marks will be deducted for the blank. Okay, and then we know that because we answer randomly, so therefore we will have a chance of 1/3 to answer the questions correctly, and then we have another probability that is a chance of 1/3 to answer it wrongly, or 1/3 the chance of 1/3 to leave it blank. So here we will use this theoretical probability, and then to find that, okay, so here 2 times 1/3 plus -1 times 1/3 plus 0 times 1/3. So these here, these 3 terms, the sum of these 3 terms, actually it is the expected value of answering one questions. And then because we know that we have 50 questions in total, so therefore we'll try to multiply by 50 here. So all the things here multiply by 50. So here we will have the expected value of getting the expected value of the marks here. All right, and then now yesterday I asked you to complete page 18, 19, and 21, right? So any questions? Anything you don't know? If no, and then we will go to example 15. All right. So here we are going to determine whether a game is fair or not. So here we will try to use expected value to determine whether a game is fair or not. First of all, question A. Look at the question first. So here we are going to we are going to have, let me see. So if here, if they're the same number, the 2 dice, right? So we throw the 2 fair dice, and then the player can get a reward of $13. Otherwise, the player will get no money. All right. So here we have to think of it here. If the 2 dice chooses the same number, if the 2 dice are the same number, that means here we have to think of it. So here that means here it should be one. Oops. Let me use a smaller. That means here 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6 here. All right, so here will be the same number. So can you tell me what is the probability of getting the same number here? Do you know what is the probability of getting the same number here? If we have the 2 fair dice here. So we have to think of it by using the yes, correct, 1/6. But we have to if you cannot think of it, you can use a table. But actually, it is very easy to think of, right? But if you really can't think of it, so you may look at the table, and then you may use the table method to help you. If you really can't think of it, so use a table, right? So apparently, this is 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, and 6 here, right? And then we know that we have altogether 36 outcomes, 36 possible outcomes here. 36 here because 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, and 1, 6, right? But we want 1, 1 only. And then so on and so forth. And then we know that here we have a total of 36 possible outcomes, and then we need 6. So 6 over 36, all right? Which means that for the same number here, the probability of getting same number, that is 6 over 36, all right? If we get the same number and then we have $30, we can get a $30. However, otherwise the player guesses no money, which means that, so can you think of it, the probability of getting no money? What is the probability of getting no money? Can anyone think of it? So the probability of getting no money, which means that, so all the others here, right? So yes, 1 minus, correct. So all the other outcomes here, right? So all the other outcomes here, actually it is 1 minus 6 over 36. All right? So first of all, this is our very first step to determine the probability of different events. So here, the first event is the same number of getting same number. The probability is 6 over 36, and then we will have $30. And then next, otherwise, the player guesses no money, which means that the results will be different numbers, right? If the result is different number, the probability should be like this. And then if it is the probability, and then we know that you can get 0 marks, right? And no, 0 money, right? So no money. And then we have these two pieces of information, and then we can use these 2 pieces of information to find the expected value. All right, so let's do it together. Question A. Here is the expected value of the reward for each play, which means that we play one only. We assume that we play 1 time only. And then we know that we have a probability of getting 6 over 36, right? To get $30. And then, however, we don't have any money, right? So we cannot get any money. $0. So the answer will be 30 over 6, right? Because 6 over 36 is 1 over 6. So 30 over 6, so it was 5. However, we know that we are going to find the expected value of the reward. So here, don't forget to write down the $sign here. All right? And then that is question A. Some reminder. I would suggest you to this one you have to be written down because actually it is part of the of your expected value, right? But because this time it is $0, so therefore it seems that this term does not affect the final answer. However, you have to write down because according to the definitions, we have to make sure that all the probability are written down here and then multiplied by the corresponding dollars. Okay, and then another reminder is that don't forget to write down the unit here because this time I ask you to find the expected value of the reward. That is some kind of money. All right, so $5. All right, and the next question. This question is question B. If each player has to pay $10 to play the game, is it a fair game? So can anyone tell me, is it a fair game? If the player have to pay $10 for each play, and then the expected value of each play, the expected value of the reward of each play is $5 only. So do you think that it is a fair game? No, yeah, correct. No. So here, what is the definition of a fair game like? Oh, yes. Oh, someone asked me. Very good. So someone asked me, what is a fair game? Fair game 公平的遊戲即係咩呢？ So what is a fair game? So all games are fair based on the rules, right? Yeah. All right. So what is a fair game? So here I will say that for fair game. So let me use. So someone asked me what is a fair game. Fair game, that is if the expected value of the game of the reward is equal to what you need to pay, and then that is a fair game. All right. So again. So let me state it again. So here for a fair game, we will say that for a fair game, we will say that the expected value, if the expected value of reward equals what the player have to pay, and then we will say that it is a fair game. 如果我預計自己可以得到嘅 reward 係等於我要俾出嚟嘅錢嘅話，咁呢個就係一個公平啦 fair 嘅 game 啦。All right. So here apparently because we can see that the expected value of the reward is $5 here for each play, and then for each play we have to pay $10. 哇，好巧口啊 ！For each play we have to pay $10, and then it seems that we have to pay. What we need to pay is greater than our expected value of the reward. So here, apparently, it is not a fair game. So let me check your chat room here. Then, if a game is a fair, no one will play it. But if you pay $10 and expected value is $10, you get no profit and no one will play it. Oh, Evan. So here, the expected value, that means we expected that averagely we can get $5, but you can see from the questions actually we have a chance to get $30, right? So therefore, and then if you need to pay $10, actually someone must be willing to play, because someone will only consider that, oh, I have to pay $10. And then I have a chance to get a rewarded $30. But however, for some of the people, they will think of the expected value. That means averagely I can get $5, and then they will think that, oh, this game is not fair enough. So here he or she may not play this game. So let me see your chat room. So anyone will play because it is fair for the expected value, but the one who makes it get no profit. Oh, yeah. So here, let me continue here first, and then I'll answer your questions. So here we can say that it is not a fair game because expected value of reward equals $5, which is not equal to $10, right? Or it's definitely not equal. I would say that it is greater than $10. So why we need to do the comparison? Because later on we'll have to answer the second questions. So therefore, not a fair game. And then next, if it is not favorable to the players or not. So here I have to say that, oh, because the expected value of the reward of a player is $5， 即係我 averagely 估計我贏得平均地應該贏到5蚊嘅。But I have to pay $10. So therefore 呢一個咧 so this one apparently it is not favorable to the players. All right? So why is it not favorable to the player? Because as we are player, we expected that we can get $5, but we have to pay $10. That means it is not favorable to the player, but it is favorable to the one who make the game, the game maker, right? Can I only write down the first three row and no, first three row and no? But you have to also answer the not. It is favorable to. It is not favorable to the player. So you have to answer. You have to answer to. Plus, therefore, if the outcome is not the same as the input, is it not a fair game? And can you explain more about your questions? I'm not quite understand. Let me answer one more about your questions in the chat room. So everyone will play because it is a fair game. No, everyone will play because if it is unfair game, the player will also play. If the game is favorable to the players. But someone will also think that, oh, it is averagely, the expected value is what we can get averagely, but we still have the chance to get $30. So therefore, someone will also think that they will play the game, although it is not favorable to the player. No matter the outcome is larger or smaller than the input value. If the outcome is not the same as the input, is it not a fair game? 係啦，總之就係個what he or she need to pay does not equal to the expected value 咧，咁我哋就會話佢唔係一個 fair game 啦。咁至於佢唔係一個 fair game，咁應該實會有即係佢唔公平啦，咁實會傾向可能係 player 嗰邊啦，或者係傾向就係嗰個遊戲嗰個創造者啦，係咪？咁就我哋就會寫翻favorable to the players or not favorable to the players。係啦，六合彩 ，yes very good， 六合彩 ，yes very good， 六合彩嗰度係有個yes the mark 6 because they think that they can win. Yes, because they think that they can win. All right. Okay, good. All right. So this is the expected value, and then let me see page 21. I think you have done. So if you have any question, please ask me. And then for page 22, for page 22 and 23, 24. So here we have many questions, right? I want you to try to do. Let me see. I want you to. Okay, try to do question 10. That is on page 24. And then in between, we have page 22, 23, right? So for page 22 and 23, please go back home and then try to do it. And then we will go to page 24. Page 24, question 10. So here, I'm going to let you do it now. So here are, I think 5 minutes is enough, right? So 5 minutes is enough. Because you have to, you can see here, I have given you a table, right? So apparently you have need to use the table to help you. All right. So try to do this one. Let me see your chat. If the expected value, let me see. If the expected value of example 15A is 11, is it a fair game in B? Oh no, because the expected value of the reward is $11, which means that it is greater than what he or she have to pay. That means it is not a fair game, and it is favorable to the player. Yes, correct.
Mr. Jason.
Hi.
Yes. Way to define if it's not favorable or favorable to the player, it's It depends on
you can think
how
of
much
it.
did they want or something.
Yeah. You can think of it like this. So here, so just now you asked me, what if here is $11, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If here is $11, and then which means that he or she expected that he can averagely get $11 from the game, but
Yes.
he or she only need to pay $10. So do you think that it is favorable to the player?
Yes, because they can earn money.
Yes. So therefore, in this case, or in your case, so here it is not a fair game, but it is favorable to the player.
Why is it not a fair game?
A fair game, which means that it is fair to the game maker and also fair to the player. 兩邊都同時公平嘅。
Oh, okay.
So no one is favorable. So it is what we call fair game. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So let's go back to this page. Wait, I think it is page 25, right? Yes, 24. Yes, this one. And then please try to do it. I will give you 3 more minutes, and then we will check the answer, and then I will give you some things to do. Oh. Oh. So if you have any question, please ask me. So I'm going to give you 1 more minute to complete it. So let me do it with you. Oh, the reward is 10 times the sum of the outcomes. And so this table actually is for your reference only. So you, if you encounter this kind of questions in your homework or any other places, so you can try to think that it is just a draft. It is just a draft. So you do not need to show me unless the question asks you to show me the table, or unless the question asks you to show me the tree diagram. Otherwise, actually, it is a kind of draft only. And then for question A, we have to find the probability of getting a reward of $70. Oh, $70. So here we can see that for $70. Let me see for $70. Let me highlight this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So here for question A, it should be for question A, the probability of getting a reward of $70. Actually, it should be 6/36. So here, 1/6. So someone may ask me, can I directly write down 1/6? So here, I would suggest you to write down 6/36 first, because actually it is kind of, at least we show one step, right? So here, kind of the step here. All right. And then find the expected amount of the reward in each game. So here we have to count. All right. Expected what? Amount of the reward. So here, we have to think here. $20 first. We have 1, right? So $20, so 20 times 1/36. Oh, Bob, please focus on this one first. Okay, and then $30, we have 2 chances, right? $40, we have 3 chances. And then $50, we have 4 chances. And then $60, we have 5. And then, as I mentioned before, if you think that, I do not have enough space, so please write down in the next line, but the plus sign should be should be in the second line here. All right, so 70 here, 6/36 plus 80. How many? 5. 94, 103. Oh my God. 110 and also 120. Oh, very long. Too long. I think it is too long. And then please use your calculator to help me to find the answer. What is the answer here? What is the answer? What is the answer here? What is the answer? 70, very good. But 70 is not the final answer because you have to write down dollars. Very good. All right, the dollar sign. So use your calculator to help you. Yes. Okay, any questions? Any questions? All right, so this is question B. Question C. Question C. If a player have to play $50 for each game, 每個遊戲要俾50蚊, and then is the game fair? If not, is it favorable to the player? So we can think of it like this here. The player have to pay $50, but the expected value is 70. So we can think that we expected that averagely we can get $70, but we have to pay $50. Is it 50? Yes, $50 only. So therefore, it is not a fair game, but it is favorable to the player. All right, so let me write down question C here. Expected reward. Expected amount of reward. Which is greater than what we need to pay. So therefore, not a fair game. But we know that we expect that to get $70. And then we only need to pay $50. So therefore, it is a favorable. So it is favorable to the player. Done. All right, so this is question C. Then anything you want to ask about, especially about the relationship between the expected value and to determine whether it is a fair game or not. All right? 有問題? Any questions you want to ask? Anything you want to ask? Or any other questions or any other presentation you want to ask? No, right? No. All right. If no, and then I would like to, let me see. I want to look at this one. Yes. Any questions? All right. If no, and then I would like to do one more example with you, and then we can finish this chapter. Please go back to page 22, question 6. Page 22, question 6. Here, we have to find the expected value of the mark of answering one question. So here, question A. All right. We know that true or false questions only. So 5 marks for correct answer, 2 marks will be deducted for wrong answer, and then Lucy answers all the questions at randomly answer, which means that we have a probability of a chance of 1/2 to get 5 marks and a chance of 1/2 to deduct 2 marks. All right. So we once again we have to look at it here carefully to the expected value of answering 1 questions. 答一題題目嘅 expected value. All right, because sometimes they may ask you the expected value of answering 30 questions, so you have to multiply 30, right? But this time 1 question only. So therefore, we have to answer like this. Oops. Expected mark equal. So here, very easy, right? So 5 marks multiplied by 1/2 plus. So here we know that we deduct 2 marks 1/2. Oops. All right. So here we know that actually it is 1.5 marks, which means that for Lucy, I mean not for Lucy, for the students who answer this test, who do this test, the expected mark of answering 1 question will be 1.5 marks. All right, the expected mark. And then question B, suppose Lucy's expected mark for this test is 30 marks. So we have to find the total number of the questions. So how can we find the total number of questions? The total number of the questions when the expected mark for the test is 30 is given. 點樣揾呢? How can we find? Anyone have idea? Any idea? How can we find the total number of questions? No idea. So we have to think of it like this. Use math. Correct. Yes, correct. Excellent, Evan. Use math. Yes. So here, when we want to find the total number of questions, and then we know that for the expected mark of each question is 1.5. The expected mark for all the questions for the test is 30, right? So apparently it is. So apparently, let me write down here, which means that 1.5 is the expected marks for each questions. Let's say we have X questions. So here we will have a totally 30 marks, expected marks, right? So therefore, the number of X, the X here, the value of X, that means the number of the total questions. It should be 30 over 1.5, correct? All right, so total number of the questions. All right. So here, can anyone tell me what is the answer when we know that 30 is divided by 1.5? What is the answer? 20, correct. Done. Nice. All right. Any questions? Hello, cheese. Yes. Nice. 有問題. So this is the end of this not this lesson, of this chapter. So here, you know that once we finish a chapter, we have something to do. Do you know what is it? So here, a quiz. Oh, no. This time, I'm not going to give you a quiz. Nice. So here, please do a homework. So this is the homework that you need to do. Homework book A. And then please complete exercise 6.3, 6.4. 7 questions only. And 7 questions. And then I want you to hand it in to me on Thursday, 星期四, I'm okay? Before the holiday. Do you think that it is okay? Okay, good, right? I will consider it very good. Yes. All right. Is it good? So just hand it in to me. Let me see. So hand it in to me on Google Classroom this Thursday. Before the midnight. All right. Any questions? Before before your Lunar New Year holiday, right? Is it good? Homework book A, yeah? Homework book A. All right. Okay, good, right? Okay. I know it is very. Yeah, I know. It is not that. It is not that easy, right? I know. Yeah, but you have to do it. Okay. Okay, right? So here I'm going to give you 5-minute break. After that, please take out chapter 7. 5 minutes break. All right, 5 minutes. So please come back after 5 minutes. Would you like to explain some more detail? I'm still a bit confused about the reason why we need to terms. Example 14. Let me see. Example 14. Example 14. Oh, okay. Emily 係咪喺度啊 ？Emily, are you here? Are you here, Emily?
Yes.
我講緊下嗱，你知唔知道點解係2乘以1 over 3加負1乘1 over 3加0乘1 over 3？知唔知嗰一 part 先？
因為有個三分一嘅 probability 去得到呢種選擇。
Yes, correct。咁呢堆嘢咧，我哋計緊嘅時候係計緊咧，我哋 expect 我哋一題裏邊可以 expect 到嘅分數。但係咧，我哋成份卷有幾多題
？50題。
So that's why 咧，我哋就要，因為佢問你個 expected value of the marks in the test 啊嘛，成個 test 有個 expected marks 係幾多啊嘛，咁咪要乘50咯。其實 OK。
咁如果佢唔乘嘅話，即係個題目講咗係 each play 或者 each game 就唔使乘。
係啦，如果佢話 find the expected value of the marks for each question 咧，咁就唔使乘50啦。
OK， 所以就最先揾到個 probability 之後再乘翻個 expected value。
係啦 ，yes。
但要加佢哋一齊係嘛？
要加埋，我哋加埋先係計到一題裏邊，我哋嗰一題可以 expect 到自己應該幾多分。
OK， 冇問題。
Yes, good。好，2 more minutes and then we will continue 啊 ，2 more minutes。What happened? What happened? What happened? Evan 啊，Evan 啊。Your brother, Okay, welcome back. Let's continue. Let's continue. Yeah, let's continue. All right, so please turn on your camera like me. Yes, good. Okay, please turn on your camera so that I can see your face. All right, good. Okay, good. Please take out chapter 7. We are going to do something. We're going to discuss some new things about chapter 7 here. First of all, what happened here? Okay, let me scroll. Yes, okay, good. All right, let me go to here. Let me share my screen. At chapter 7, it is about area and volume. And then let me go back to here. Oops. Don't forget to hand in the homework. Chapter 7. So let me go to chapter 7. Chapter 7 here. Chapter 7. All right, good. Here, this one. Okay. first of all, when we see the chapter 7, we can see something. All right. So first of all, we know that yes, first term, yes, correct. All right. So first of all, look at here, area and volume 3. All right. If you still remember, all right, we have learned area and volume 1, area and volume 2, and now we are going to enter area and volume 3, which is the very last section of area and volume in your junior form study. All right. So here we can see that there is in this chapter we will learn many formulas. So please be prepared. You will have to memorize a lot of formulas. And one reminder is that don't mix it up. All right, because we have many formulas. All right. So first of all, let's go to a pyramid. A pyramid, very easy to understand, right? Pyramid. So can anyone tell me what is the meaning of pyramid? Do you still remember what is the meaning of pyramid? What is the meaning of pyramids? Or what is the Chinese translation for pyramid? A triangle 3D shaped things. 柱体, yeah, 柱体, correct, 柱体, yeah, correct. All right. So here, 锥体, correct. All right. So here, we have already learned that, and I know that you have learned 锥体, the pyramid, in your primary school, right? And then today we are going to first of all to learn some English terms first, because I know that you use Chinese to learn, right? Beforehand. So here we have to discuss the English words. So tell me what is the words here representing, and then next I'm going to tell you how can we find the volume of the pyramid. All right, but beforehand, let's look at some definition first. All right. So here we can see there are 1, 2, and 3 pyramids. All right. So first of all, how can we name a pyramid? How can we name the pyramid? That means we have to. So here, each pyramid will have a name, right? So in Chinese, 我哋會講3個錐體、5個錐體，同埋呢個係一個係一個正方形啦，唔係正方形錐體啦。So here we will 或者長方形一個錐體啦，係咪？ So here we will 或者四邊錐體啦。好啦 ，and then here we will use we will have some English name, right? So how can we name the pyramid? So very easy. First of all, we have to recognize the base first. All right. So in a pyramid, it is very easy to recognize the base, because we know that for a pyramid, the base must be here. Because for the opposite of the base, it must be a point, all right, a vertex here, 一個尖嘅點嚟。All right. So therefore, here we can see that the base is a triangle, right? So here, this pyramid, we will call it. How do you think? How do you think for this one? 我哋會點叫咧？呢個 We know that the base is a triangle, right? So here we will say that it is a triangular pyramid. All right. So let me write down. So here it is a triangular pyramid. Well, let me write down here. Triangular pyramid. All right. So here it is very easy to yes, triangular pyramid, correct. So it is easy to name the solid here. So we can simply look at it like that. So here, the first word here representing the shape of the base here. All right. Second word, that is a pyramid, and then we say the triangular pyramid. All right. So it is easy to understand. So here, what is the name of this base here? Do you still remember what is the name? I remember that I taught you the name, this name, in your grade 7 study. All right. Yes, grade 7 study. Oh, I can see Emily told me that pentagon, correct, pentagon. But here we have to change it. We have to change the pentagon. The pentagon is a noun, right? So here, I think Teacher Wallace have taught you the noun and also the adjective, right? So here we have to, yes, pentagonal pyramids, correct, pentagonal pyramid. So we have to change it into adjective. So pentagonal, pentagonal pyramid. Oh, all right, and then correct. Finally, the third one. The third one, we can see that. Oh, actually, I do not say that it is. I do not know the length, but we can. But I can told you that it is a rectangle. All right, so it is a rectangle. So we will say that it is a. How can we change it into a adjective? A rectangle. How can we say? A rectangle pyramid. A rectangular pyramid. Very good. Yes, very good here. So rectangular pyramid. Oh, it is. Is it very easy? It's a rectangular pyramid. All right. Very good. Okay. After we know the name of each pyramid, and then we have to introduce the other names. All right. So first of all, I remember that I have taught you the meaning of vertex before. I think I have taught you the name of vertex before. Do you still remember what is? Do you still remember what is the vertex here? What is vertex here? Đỉnh điểm. Yes, the point, right? Yes, very good, very good. All right. So here, the vertex 頂點, which means that when you think that, oh, we have a pyramid, right? So in a pyramid, we should have a point like this, right? 一個係你當好似金字塔有個尖尖㗎嘛，應該會有。And then so here, the vertex here, we'll call it vertex. And then we will have other names. So here, let me give you one more easier name first. An easier name to understand. Lateral face. Lateral face. 側面咯, we'll call it 側面. So what is lateral face? What is lateral face? So here it is easy to understand. For lateral face, that means we can see that, let's say here, for this pentagonal pyramid, we can see that we have 1 face, 2 face, 3, 4, and 5 face with a base angle 6 face, right? So except the base area, except the base here, the pentagon, the pentagon here. So all the other face we'll call it lateral face， 全部側面嘅，唔計最底嗰個面，其他全部側面 we'll call it lateral face. All right, and then between 2 lateral face, we will have an edge. We'll have an edge， 一條線嘅，兩條 lateral face 中間會夾住條線嘅。So here, let me use what color is good. Slant edge here. All right. So here, in Chinese, let me see. In Chinese, we will call it 斜棱. I really don't know why, but the textbook told me 斜棱. But it's a bit funny, right? I mean, the Chinese word is a bit funny. So it doesn't matter. So what you need to know is that the slant edge, it should be the line between 2 lateral face. 兩個 lateral face 中間嘅嗰條線, we will call it 斜棱. All right, so we will call it slant edge. I don't quite understand, like for the triangular prism, I can place whatever faces to be the base. Yeah. But here for but here for a pyramid, we know that we only have one base，因為嗰個尖尖一定唔係，一定係呢個嘅，呢係呢個，so it must be the base because we know that the vertex is here, so the opposite of the vertex must be the base. So here we cannot place any other. So here that means the lateral face cannot be the base because the base must be the opposite of the vertex. Okay. All right. Another one that is the height. The height here. Let me use what color is good. The height. 高度啦，係咪? So here, how can we determine the height of a pyramid? Is it pyramid? Yeah. How can we determine the height of the pyramid? So the height of the pyramid, that means it is the distance between the vertex and the base. So the distance between the vertex and the vertical distance between the vertex and the base here, this one will be the height. So you can think of it. You can also think of the projection. 你諗下個 projection， 我哋之前嗰幾課咁。When we project the point of vertex here, when we project the vertex to the face of the base here, it should be this point, right? So this is the height. So again, this is the vertex, right? When we project this point, it should be here. And then this line will be the height. 咁我哋又係諗翻上次我哋之前前幾課學嘅 projection 咯，我哋 project 呢一點落嚟，一路去到直到去到個 base area， 去到個 base 呢個位，咁呢個就係個 height。So again here 呢個你見到啲全部直角嚟嘅，呢度直角。So that's why 咧呢點咧我哋 project 落嚟就應該係咧去到呢點 ，alright？ 咁呢點 vertex 咧 project 落嚟就應該去到呢點。So that's why this is also the height. Okay. Any questions? And then, if no, is the edge and the height the same thing? Not exactly. 你會見到咧，所以呢度有兩個例子嘅。有人問啦 ，so someone asked me, is it the height and the slant edge is the same thing? No. You can see that from the triangular pyramid here, we can see that the height is this one. And it is also the slant edge because it is also the edge between two lateral faces. However, for this pentagonal pyramid, we can see that this one, okay, this is the height, right? And then this is the slant edge. That means they are not exactly the same. So someone asked me if it is not perpendicular. No. You mean that here is not perpendicular? I do not understand what is if the height is not perpendicular? I really don't understand. Can you explain more? And then after that, here, like if it is not perpendicular to the base, then it is not height. Yes, it must be perpendicular according to the definition. So it must be perpendicular. All right. Okay. One more thing that is, we can see a center of the base. When we see a center of the base, and then we can see that the height here, the vertex, the projection of the vertex, is also the center of the base here. And then this one, we will give it some special name. So here we'll say that if the projection of the vertex on the base lies on the center of the base, and then here we will call it right pyramid. Right pyramid, 正立錐體。So is there any wrong pyramid? Pyramid. Pyramid, I think you are going to say. Okay, here, so this is the right pyramid, 正立錐體。The definition is like this. The projection of this vertex lies on the center of the base, and then it is the right pyramid. So how can we find the center of the base? 我哋點樣揾？譬如呢個 rectangle 咁樣，我哋點樣揾咧？ How can we find the center of the base? So we are going to draw two diagonals. When we draw two diagonals, and then we can see a intersection point, and this point will be the center of the base. Okay, so this is the way that we can find the center of the base. And then one more name, and then it is done. So another name is a regular pyramid. If the base of a right pyramid is a regular polygon, and then we'll say that it is a regular pyramid, which means that if we know that, oh, it is not a triangle, it is a square, and also it is a right pyramid, and then we will say that it is a regular pyramid. Regular pyramid, we will call it 正錐體。sorry， 正錐體，冇即係正零。Oh, sorry, here it is not 正立錐體，正立零錐。I think it is it 正立錐體嘅意思？ I really don't know. The Chinese name is a bit weird. Here. So that's why 啊，咁我哋我做個小總結啦。So that's why, how can we say that it is a right pyramid? If the projection of the vertex is the center of the base, and then we will say that it is a right pyramid. And then how can we say that it is a regular pyramid? That means if it is the projection of vertex lies on the center of base, 1. Second, that means the base. If the base is regular polygon, regular polygon, which means that all the sides of the polygon are the same, and then all the interior angles are the same, and then we'll say that it is regular, right? So if two conditions are satisfied, and then we'll call it is regular pyramid. If only this if we have only this conditions, and then we'll say that it is right pyramid. Okay, and then today we only learned that some basic names and some basic definitions of the pyramid. Okay, so any questions? 有冇問題？好，如果冇嘅話，記住今晚唔係今晚，記住今日陣間下晝咧，記住 check 清楚你個 mark summary，send 喺 Google Classroom 交俾我。另外份功課，頭先我講嗰份 probability 嗰份功課咧 ，expected value 嗰份功課咧，記住星期四之前要交俾我。OK，upload 上 Google Classroom。好，有冇問題？冇問題㗎，聽日繼續啦喎，See you。